Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash Season 7. Didn't forget this time. So today, from when this video comes out, actually marks 1 week since the Flash, quote-unquote finale aired for Season 6. And funnily enough, it doesn't really feel like it was a week ago. It feels like it was 2 or 3 weeks ago because so much stuff has come out in regards to next season. For not just the Flash, but I guess the rest of the Arrowverse and other shows as well, as just a whole, such as like release dates and season descriptions and even crossover stuff. With some of that news, I'm still on catch-up mode with, so some of it is still yet to come in regards to uploads to the channel. I'm trying my best. I hate double uploading, so it's a video per day, so I'll eventually get there. But of course, Season 6 was cut short due to hashtag Corona time, and we'll just pick up again in Season 7 as it was, or as if it was, the next episode, which leads into the news and information that we're going to be going over in this video. But of course, throughout this video, it would be awesome if you could let me know all your various opinions, thoughts, theories, anything like that in the comment section down below. As always, I'm intrigued to see what you guys have to say. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video and just want to show your support and support the channel during this time, it would be awesome if you could chuck a like on the video. It takes 2 seconds. Greatly appreciated. So this is going to be an interview with Eric Wallace and Entertainment Weekly. Not tonight, not the biggest fan of ET, but I like EW, Entertainment Weekly. This will probably be the last interview for a while, I'd guess. Like if Eric Wallace was going to do another interview, he would have already done it. So I can see this being the last interview until maybe August or September when they go around to filming. But there might be like little quotes if they do casting, but even then I don't think they'll do casting for a while. So I'd expect this will be the last time we hear from Eric Wallace for a bit, or any of the cast in regards to interviews, until like August, September, maybe even right at the end of the year. It's going to be a while, so enjoy this one, I guess. But we'll just go over the various questions and answers and discuss them if needed. When you found out episode 19 was going to be the finale, did you have to do any re-editing to make it work as one? Well, there was no, I think this is going to be our finale. The pandemic decided what would be the finale. When we shut down production, we didn't just shut down production, but everybody started working remotely from home, not just the writers. So it became a mad dash of how many episodes can we complete and get on the air before this is shut down. So it was not guaranteed that we would even be able to complete episode 19 in time. There was a world where 17, Liberation, or 18, Pay the Piper, could have been suddenly a season finale, which is tough. I feel very fortunate we were able to at least get that extra 19th episode done, and it's a real testament to our visual effects house at Encore and our post-production people, our editors, our assistant editors, just doing an incredible job of helping me and the rest of us get it on the air. Given that, every season of The Flash is like a movie in 3 acts. 619 was always intended to be the end of Act 2 of the movie, where the heroes are at their lowest point and it has a big cliffhanger. I knew if we could finish post through 19, we might have a chance of at least having an episode that sort of felt like that is a big cliffhanger, okay, that's a good pause point. Now, I don't really like when Eric keeps saying it was a big cliffhanger, because it really wasn't. It was like okay cliffhanger, but like something at the end of an episode, nothing even close to finale cliffhanger. So I don't know why he keeps saying big, but I guess you gotta, hype beast, you gotta hype it up, which I understand. But yeah, we were talking about this when they shut down production. Like, they filmed up to almost the end of 20, but because of all these different workplaces that had to shut down, people were working from home, so you don't know the materials and stuff that the VFX people and the editors have in regards to what they can do and what they can't, what they can and can't do from home. So there was like he's saying, there was a possibility that 17, which would have probably been the episode they were working on when everything got shut down in regards to editing and VFX and stuff, that could have been the finale. And if you think about it, that arguably could have been an okay finale, but I think 19 serves as a better finale than 17. 18 would have been a really bad finale, because that was literally a filler episode outside of like a handful of scenes. So 17 or 19 could have worked, but I think 19 was the better of the two. So I'm happy that they were able to get 19 done. Like, there is even word that they could have actually made 20 the finale. Like, they could have made it work, to be completely honest, but it seems that was not as good of a workout for a finale like 19 was, so they made that executive decision there, and I think it was probably for the best. I was really impressed by how he used Eva McCulloch in this back half of the season. Villain fatigue usually starts to set in with a season-long baddie, but that wasn't the case here. In fact, I'm dying for more Mirror Mistress. That's all on purpose. I realized the same thing you just said, and I wanted to not follow that same pattern. That's why there are two villains, really. We put all of our misdirection cues on purpose to say Blackhole is the sole villain and Eva is just another victim of Blackhole. But all along the way we were giving you clues, there's way more to Eva, but we're just going to drip it out slowly from a narrative perspective, knowing that two big things weren't going to happen until the end of Act 2 of our The Flash movie. Those two things are Eva gets out, which happened in Liberation, and then the second thing is Eva puts on the costume, which happened last night, and gets what she thinks she wants, which is the death of her husband. Eva McCulloch did get what she wants, but she has not gotten at all what she needs. And that's what she's going to find out the hard way right when we come back in our season premiere. Now, that's a good point, because I think a lot of people were tossing up, hold on, is she the villain, or is Blackhole, is Joseph Carver and Blackhole the villain? Like, what's going on here? Now, I think there's still another twist coming along with this in regards to where the season would have ended. But obviously, we're not going to see it as it was meant to play out properly, so we're going to be seeing it at the beginning of next season. But I still think there's another twist or two, some twisty twists. How has this shifted your original plan for wrapping up this arc? It hasn't changed how we're going to wrap up the arc, because of the 3 episodes that are still remaining, which are now the first 3 episodes of Season 7, Episode 620, which now becomes 701, 90% of that footage is in the can. That only leaves what we always intended as our 2-part season finale of Season 6 to follow in Episodes 702 and 703, which is wrapping up Eva's story. That's all going to be the same. We might tweak a little bit because we don't know how the pandemic is going to affect shooting. Like, can we have a bunch of extras running around? Can we have these big stunt sequences outside that you would usually see in a Flash finale? It might be smaller now, I don't know. We have to adjust that without adjusting the story, because Eva's story is on a very specific trajectory that we want to honor and finish. The other big thing is it's going to then affect is the rest of the shape of Season 7. We actually already started breaking Season 7 when this pandemic happened, so it's really, how does it affect the top of Season 7? I think it's making it even better. I think it's making it stronger, because it's forcing us to look at these two separate things, which is the end of Eva's story and the beginning of the next villain's story, and how he relates to Barry and Iris. Wow, he's just confirmed the gender of the villain. And and realize they kind of have to be connected even more, because there isn't some summer break anymore. The audience will experience it now a week later. So that's important. Like, whatever they do in regards to setup for next season's villain is technically going to be a week apart, rather than like 4 or 5 months apart, whatever the usual break is between seasons. Now, he said he in regards to the villain. So, Cobalt Blue, anyone? Looking back on the 19 episodes that aired, what are you most proud of? I'm very proud of the 2 villains of the past season, because I felt like they were a little different. Sandhill Ramamurthy as Bloodwork, it was a personal story. I guess that was a big thing I wanted to see with the villains this season, that their madness and plans were very human and very understandable. Not that I don't love the villains of the past. I've said it before, Zoom is my favourite speedster villain. I love him so much. But stealing speed is very different from I want to live because I'm dying, or my husband is such a horrible person, I just want to get back at him. Those are very personal wants for villains to have that don't involve grand machinations of ruling the universe and dominating folks. I'm very proud that we were able to have 2 very different kinds of villains that had very small agendas, and I think you'll see this whenever we get to these next 3 episodes, and getting what they want personally, they become a much larger, dangerous threat. Eva got what she wanted last night, and that's the worst thing that could have possibly happened to her, because she still hasn't gotten what she really needs. That's what remains in her story. And with Effie, which is the actress who plays Eva, I really wanted to see if it was possible to create a villain who had no beef with the Flash. We've just never seen anything like that, yet in doing what she does, she becomes public enemy number 1 for the Flash. Oh, I'm also proud of Team Citizen and expanding Iris' story. That was something specifically I wanted to do because I think Candace is fantastic in the role, and I wanted to see her shine. I'm an African-American writer-producer, she's an African-American actress. We're bringing an African-American role model and character to life. That was a high priority to me, to get her more front and center. That led to the creation, very deliberately, of Team Citizen. Give Iris her own team like Flash has his own team, and also give her more screen time and let her go to town. It's been a delight watching her perform this season. I hope the audience has enjoyed it as much as I have. Now in regards to this, I pretty much agree with most of it. I think that's been one of the beauties with the villains. Like, they split up the season, they are very personal, like they're sort of striving their own thing, whether it's survival or I guess like revenge. Or taking back what is theirs or what's rightfully theirs. So I agree completely with that. I think with the Team Citizen thing, there's been debate amongst that, because I think from what I can see on Twitter and stuff like that, and that's usually where I get a good grasp on it, even though it's probably not the best place to get the best grasp, because it's freaking lunatics over there half the time. But I think the West Allen fans, or at least, well, I should say Iris fans, but they are just West Allen fans technically, they haven't been the biggest fan of Iris's arc this season. I think it's been pretty good because Candace has actually had decent material, and she's a good actress, but she's had bad material in the past. And she just ends up like an average to below average character because the material's bad and good acting can only bring it up so much. But the material's been pretty solid, if not good in some episodes, if not great sometimes. So when you have a good actress like Candace and it's mixed with that, you get very good or great material. Obviously, some people haven't enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it for the most part. And finally, the last question is, I'm worried about Eva just because a few episodes ago, she did say she had a plan to remake the world. Eva. Now that she's got Joseph Carver out of the way, what is she going to turn her attention to? Exactly what you just said. And you know what? That's not going to work good for anybody. Now, this is interesting. What would Eva's plan in regards to remaking the world? Obviously, it could just be like making it a better place, like how she was originally intending it to be, and various things like that. But I do wonder if, like, her not being able to live in this real world, you know how she's like scratching and she has to be in that chamber and wear the suit and sort of keeps her stable. I wonder if she has to try and remake our world so she can live in it, if that makes sense. Like almost like change like the properties of it. I'm curious to see what her big plan is because they only have 2 episodes. Oh, sorry, they have 3 episodes, I guess, 20, 21, 22, which are now 1, 2, 3 for next season. So there's time there to do it, I guess. But it'll be interesting to see what she does because I don't know exactly what it could be because she's achieved her personal goal, which was to take back what is hers and get revenge on her husband. But what does she do now? So we haven't really had too much of a hint at that outside of remaking the world and various things like that. So I'm excited to see what they do, and I'm also incredibly intrigued. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like and it shows support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on what we went over, what are you looking forward to next season. Who do you think the villain is? He confirmed the gender, it's a he, it's not a she. So what do you think is happening there? Let me know all your thoughts, theories, opinions, all of that in the comment section down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.